The unbreakable bond of Ashley Ogle and Sweet Guluva. The relentless attacks on Ashley Ogle and Sweet Guluva's relationship have become a testament not to the power of hate, but to the strength of genuine love. For months now, haters driven by jealousy and malice have waged a calculated campaign to destroy what has become one of South Africa's most beloved love stories. Yet, despite their best efforts, despite the lies and fabrications, despite the constant attempts to poison Sweet's mind against Ashley, this couple continues to stand strong, proving that what God has put together, no amount of human hatred can tear apart. The jealousy directed at Ashley and Sweet is not difficult to understand. Here is a couple who found love in the most public of circumstances, turned it into something real and lasting, and then leveraged their partnership into successful business ventures and influential platforms. They represent everything that their detractors wish they could have: genuine connection, public adoration, financial success, and most importantly, unshakable trust in each other. This success has become unbearable for those who thrive on negativity and feed on the destruction of others' happiness. The tactics employed by these haters have been as predictable as they are pathetic. Unable to find real flaws in Ashley's character or actual cracks in their relationship, they've resorted to manufacturing stories, creating fictional scenarios, and spreading baseless accusations. They keep saying things Ashley didn't do, attributing actions to her that exist only in their twisted imaginations. Every week brings a new fabricated story, each more desperate than the last, all designed with one goal: to make Sweet Guluva doubt the woman he loves and ultimately break up with her. But here's what the haters fail to understand. Sweet Guluva is not a fool, and his love for Ashley is not built on sand. It's built on the solid rock of shared experiences, mutual respect, and divine blessing. Every lie told about Ashley only serves to reveal the desperation of those telling it. Every false accusation highlights not Ashley's supposed wrongdoings but the moral bankruptcy of those making the accusations. Sweet sees through these attempts because he knows Ashley's heart, he knows her character, and most importantly, he knows that their love is ordained by a power greater than any earthly force. The emotional toll of constantly defending against invisible enemies cannot be understated. Imagine living your life knowing that somewhere, someone is actively working to destroy your happiness. Imagine the strength required to wake up each day and choose love despite knowing that forces are aligned against you. This is the reality that Ashley and Sweet face. Yet they continue to choose each other, continue to build together, and continue to prove that love conquers hate every single time. What makes their bond particularly special is its foundation in faith. When they say that what God has put together nobody can break, they're not speaking metaphorically. They're acknowledging a spiritual truth that transcends human understanding. Their relationship wasn't just formed in the Big Brother house. It was ordained by divine providence. The circumstances that brought them together, the connection that sparked between them, and the love that has grown despite every obstacle. All of this speaks to a higher plan that no amount of human interference can derail. The haters' strategy has been consistent: create doubt, sow discord, and hope that repetition of lies will eventually make them true. They've tried to paint Ashley as unfaithful, knowing that trust is the cornerstone of any relationship. They've attempted to portray her as manipulative, hoping to make Sweet question her motives. They've fabricated stories of impropriety, believing that enough smoke might convince people there's fire. But what they didn't count on was the strength of Sweet's discernment and the power of truth to prevail over lies. Sweet Guluva's response to these attacks has been nothing short of magnificent. Rather than allowing the poison of doubt to enter his heart, he has become Ashley's fiercest defender and most vocal supporter. He understands that the attacks on Ashley are actually attacks on their union, attempts to destroy something beautiful because its very existence highlights the emptiness in the attackers' lives. His steadfast support sends a clear message: you cannot destroy what you did not build, and you cannot break what God has joined. The persistence of the haters reveals more about them than it does about Ashley and Sweet. It shows people consumed by bitterness, individuals so unhappy with their own lives that they cannot bear to see others thriving. It exposes the dark underbelly of social media culture where anonymity emboldens cowards to spread lies they would never dare speak face to face. It demonstrates how jealousy can corrupt souls to the point where destroying others' happiness becomes a full-time occupation. But for every hater working to tear them down, there are thousands of supporters who see the truth. These are the people who recognize real love when they see it, who understand that the intensity of the attacks actually validates the strength of what Ashley and Sweet have built. The support from genuine fans has created a protective barrier around the couple, a wall of love that deflects the arrows of hate and transforms them into testimonies of resilience. The business success that Ashley and Sweet have achieved together adds another layer to the haters' frustration. Not only have they failed to break the couple apart, but they've also had to watch as Ashley and Sweet turn their partnership into a thriving enterprise. Every brand deal signed, every successful venture launched, every milestone celebrated is another reminder that hate cannot stop purpose, and jealousy cannot prevent destiny. What the haters don't understand is that their attacks have actually strengthened Ashley and Sweet's bond. Every lie they've had to face together has deepened their trust. Every false accusation they've weathered has reinforced their commitment. Every attempt to separate them has only drawn them closer. In trying to destroy this relationship, the haters have inadvertently helped forge it into something unbreakable. The spiritual dimension of their relationship provides a protection that haters cannot penetrate. When you understand that your union is divinely ordained, human opinions become irrelevant. When you know that God has brought you together for a purpose, the schemes of jealous individuals become nothing more than background noise. Ashley and Sweet operate from this place of spiritual certainty, which is why they can face each day with confidence despite the constant attacks. The lies spread about Ashley are particularly cruel because they attack her character without basis. These aren't criticisms based on actual behavior or real incidents. They're complete fabrications designed to assassinate her character. The haters keep saying things Ashley didn't do, creating fictional narratives that they hope will stick through sheer repetition. But lies have a way of revealing themselves, and those who spread them eventually expose their own lack of integrity. Sweet's refusal to entertain these lies speaks to his maturity and wisdom. A lesser man might have allowed doubt to creep in, might have questioned his partner based on the volume of accusations rather than their validity. But Sweet understands that the loudest voices aren't always the truest, and that those who shout the most often have the least to say. His ability to discern truth from fiction has been crucial in maintaining their relationship's integrity. The impact of this sustained hate campaign extends beyond just Ashley and Sweet. It serves as a cautionary tale about the power of jealousy and the destructive nature of envy. It shows how social media can be weaponized by those with malicious intent, and how public figures must develop thick skin to survive the onslaught of baseless criticism. But more importantly, it demonstrates that love, when genuine and divinely blessed, can withstand any attack. As Ashley and Sweet continue to thrive despite the haters' best efforts, they become an inspiration to others facing similar challenges. Their story says that you don't have to succumb to lies, you don't have to let jealousy dim your light, and you don't have to allow others' unhappiness to infect your joy. They prove that when you're walking in your purpose with the right person by your side, no amount of external negativity can derail your destiny. The haters will likely continue their campaigns because hatred, once it takes root, is difficult to dislodge. They'll keep fabricating stories, keep spreading lies, keep hoping that something will stick. But Ashley and Sweet will also continue loving each other, continue building their empire, continue proving that what God has put together, no force of hatred can destroy. Their relationship stands as a beacon of hope in a world where negativity often seems to triumph. It reminds us that true love exists, that it can survive public scrutiny, and that it grows stronger when tested by fire. The haters have unwittingly become instruments of strengthening, their attacks serving only to prove the authenticity and power of Ashley and Sweet's connection. In the end, the story of Ashley Ogle and Sweet Guluva versus their haters is really a story about the triumph of love over hate, truth over lies, and divine purpose over human jealousy. It's a reminder that when God is the author of your love story, no human editor can change the ending. Their relationship cannot be destroyed by haters because it wasn't built by human hands alone. It was ordained by heaven, and what heaven has joined, hell itself cannot separate. Thank you for watching.